Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have DingoSig versus EMAS Blur G, and this is GOAT format, and let's just hop right into the video, and then we are going to see DingoSig win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, so they can decide if they want to go first or second. Looking at the deck counts, we see 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it, and then they will go ahead and be deciding to go first. Also, I made like a schedule for old format. I'm gonna try doing it every 5 days. A lot of people were asking me to do it like a little bit more often, so I think like every 5 days is pretty good, especially because I upload like 3 videos a day, so it's like every like 15 videos. But looking at the opening hands, we have Mirror Force, BLS, Regeki Break, Thunder Dragon, Duo, and Maju. So this is the Dark Master deck, I believe. But the rest of the hand's pretty solid. I actually don't really know what this deck does, I'm not gonna lie. And then they have Book of Moon, Dekoichi, Nobleman, Cyberjar, and Trap Dust Shoot. They're gonna go ahead and duo. It's gonna hit Cyberjar, hit Nobleman, and then they're gonna hit Dekoichi, get rid of Thunder Dragon, and normal summon Maju. So they're just doing both of the searches at once. Yeah, so it's the Dark Master. I actually got to read this card. So it says you can ritual summon this card with Contract of the Dark Master. Once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided dice, then destroy all monsters your opponent controls if you roll 1 or 2. So if you roll 1 or 2, Regeki. Destroy... Wait, I'm so confused. Once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided dice, then destroy all monsters your opponent controls if you roll a 1 or 2. Destroy 1 monster your opponent controls if you roll a 3, 4, or 5, or destroys all monsters you control if you roll 6. Okay, so you wanna roll like a 1 or 2, but a 3, 4, or 5 also isn't bad. A 6 is horrible. All right. Then set the break, pass turn, draw BLS. Hey, BLS buddies. We're going to go ahead and set some back row, pass turn, end phase, Regeki Break, hit Book of Moon. So it doesn't look like they're going to be trying to like summon Dark Master. Then draw Maju. That does put like Light and Dark Engrave. Then Trap Dust Shoot. And they're just showing their hand here. They're going to go ahead and put back the BLS. And, add the cards back to hand from Banish. They could have also just pressed like the show button. But normal summon Maju effect is going to add Dark Master from the deck to the hand. And then, what? Oh, okay, so they're not adding the Dark Master, they're adding the Contract. I want to read this one too. It's used the ritual summon. Oh, okay, so it's literally just like a ritual spell. Fair enough, no like special effects. Set Mirror Force and attack Cyberjar. So I believe they're trying to play around Morphine Jar there by setting this first. Then attack, they're going to get that effect. Also, I'm going to go over this card because this card's dumb. It says flip, destroy all monsters on the field, and then both players reveal the top 5 cards of their deck, then special summon all reveal level 4 or lower monsters in face up attack position or face down defense position. Also add back any remaining cards to their hand. If each player has less than 5 cards in their deck, reveal as many as possible. So they're both revealing 5, so they hit multiple. Yeah, this just looks better for them. Hey, but they're getting BLS back to hand though. So go ahead and grab back. Those are gonna get summoned or set. Obviously, they're just gonna set those there, but this is gonna get summoned. Go ahead and add back the others. And then they're gonna go ahead and set. They don't see where they get to set them at. Go ahead and beat over Faith, and then they're going to get Faith effect to add back. It's going to add back Knock from the grave. Main phase 2, set Ring, and then pass turn, draw Spy. We're going to go ahead and main phase, activate Pot of Greed, draw into another Knock, and then Dekoichi, Book of Moon, hit Kaiku, and then Knock, hit Kaiku. And then set Spy, pass turn, draw Heavy Storm. There's a lot of cards in hand. Said this is dumb, but I'm going to try to roll for game. Gotta love to see it. So summon. That's crazy. They just spent It's really only like 3 cards because like Thunder Dragon is like 2 Thunder Dragons, but spent like 3 cards to bring this out. And then summon and use that effect. They're gonna roll. Oh, that's insane. It said GG. It kill 1 Serpent Stay. No, right? It says you can roll 6-sided dice and destroy all monsters your opponent controls if you roll 1 or 2. Yeah. So the Serpent doesn't stay. I mean, even if they rolled 3, 4, or 5, they could just BLS, beat over, and then attack directly. Yeah, GG's anyways. They're going to go ahead and poke, and then flip the ring. I gotta love to see the rings for a game. Then they're going to go ahead and go on to the next game, and then we're going to see them choose to go first. So this is looking like Chaos Control versus the Dark Master deck, the Ritual deck. And looking at the opening hands, we have Heavy Storm, Ring of Destruction, Regeki Break, Maju, and BLS. Then they have Trap Dust Shoot, Chaos Sork, Thunder Dragon, Pot of Greed, TT, Magician of Faith. Greed's a pretty good card. Thunder Dragon, go ahead and grab Thunders from the decks of the hand. Also, that person that Konami like sponsored or whatever, I can't believe they didn't know what like Pot of Greed did. Like that's just wild. Pot of Greed, draw in the Book of Moon and Dekoichi. And then set Dekoichi, set Book and Dust Shoot, pass, draw Serpent, and then Dust Shoot, hitting the hand. And then they're going to be hitting Maju back into the deck. Then, grab the cards back that they revealed off the Dust Shoot. Then they're going to go ahead and set to pass, draw BLS. Then they're going to Regeki Break, hit the set. Then set Faith, pass turn, draw Dark Masters, not doing anything. Add back Serpent. Pass turn, draw Kaiku. Then flip Magician of Faith, effect, go ahead and grab back Pot of Greed, and then activate Pot of Greed, draw on the Night Assailant and Serpent. And then normal summon out Kaiku. Then battle phase, go ahead and poke. And poke with Kaiku, they're going to ring that. And then both are going to take 18. Main phase 2, set TT pass, draw Skilled Dark Magician. So this card is just played because it's a big beater and it's a dark. They're not actually like playing Dark Magician or anything. I'm pretty sure. They're going to go ahead and Heavy Storm, chain Book of Moon, and then they just go ahead and admit defeat there. Now moving on to game 3, we're going to go ahead and see the Dark Master deck decide to go first. Looking at the opening hands, we have Thunder Dragon, Mirror Force, Regeki Break, Maju, Regeki Break, and Reload. This card's interesting. I guess like with Thunder Dragon, like this card's just like inherently a -1, but with Thunder Dragon just being a +1, I mean, it kind of evens it out. And they have Graceful, Card Destruction, Heavy Storm, Book of Moon, and Spy. I'm liking that hand. I don't know, I feel like that card's pretty weird versus a deck like this. They're going to get rid of Thunder Dragon and normal summon Maju, just adding the cards at once. Then go ahead and set Break, pass turn, draw Pot of Greed. Oh, they draw a duo. They're just way more skilled. Draw Breaker and Book of Moon. So they're going to hold Graceful most likely because they want to wait until they have a good discard for it. I learned that from the people in my comments. I appreciate the people that commented and were telling me that. It made a whole lot of sense. Once somebody was like, oh, you just want to hold it till you have something good to discard, it's like, fair enough. It's not like you're going to get OTK'd this format. Unless you're playing against like a OTK or like FTK deck, then you probably just like do this extremely early, like turn 1 to try to draw like anti-spell versus like the Royal Magical Library deck or something. Then they draw Tribe. Battle phase, go ahead and poke for 14. Main phase 2, set Break and Mirror Force, pass play, draw Night Assailant. And there we go. Now they can Graceful if they want to. Just like with the cards they have in hand, they could discard Night Assailant and Spy. And the Night Assailant effect, when it's sent from the hand to the graveyard, you can target 1 flip monster in your graveyard except this card, return it to hand. So they can just grab back Spy, so it's like they only discarded 1. Heavy Storm, go ahead and hit the back row. And then Graceful will draw and then discard Night Assailant, Spy. Night Assailant, add back Spy. Said no response, man, I'm a girl. I feel like, were they just taking a long time to like... Oh, alright. So they said no response to Heavy Storm. And they were just like, oh, Graceful. Oh, come on, man. Fair, I guess. But Thunder Dragon effect to go ahead and add Thunder Dragons from the deck to the hand. And then banish the Light and Dark, summon out Sork. Sork effect, smack the Maju. Set Spot, set Book. And then pass play, draw Chaos Sork. So they do have the Light and Dark engrave already. They're going to go ahead and summon out their Sork. Sork effect, hit Sork, chain Book of Moon instead of. Then activate Reload. I'll go ahead, put back 3. Oh. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Go ahead and greed, draw. Normal summon Kaiku, attack Spy. They're going to take 200 and go ahead and summon out another Spy. Main phase 2, knock the Sork. And then just pass turn. They're not using this yet. They draw Magic Jammer. Alright. That's a card. Fair enough. I haven't really seen this card. This is probably more of like a side deck card. I feel like against like a deck like this, or like the Royal Magical FTK, or like the Monster Gate deck, or the Monster Reasoning Gate deck. I feel like this card's actually a pretty good side deck choice, now that like I think about it. That's cool. They're going to go ahead and card destruction. That's going to hit the Graceful out of hand. They draw a Dust Shoot and Ritual Spell. And then they draw. And then set pass. Set keeping this in is interesting. Are you talking about card destruction? Oh. Said I'm not so good. Me neither. I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I had like that same thought at the beginning of the match, or like when I saw this, it was like, is that really good? I feel like this deck just plays a lot of bad cards. But they're gonna go ahead and Chaos Sork, hit Spy, set trap, Dust Shoot, attack the Koichi, effect, draw on the TT, pass turn, draw Snatch Steal. Well, that's not bad. Dust Shoot, that will go ahead. They're gonna hit Serpent back to deck. Then Snatch Steal, take Sork. Sork effect, banish Kaiku. Normal summon out Priest. Go ahead, attack for 29. Then they are going to go ahead, set TT. Goes back to hand because it's a spirit monster. Should have sent Kaiku back, I'm bad. Then draw Maju. Shouldn't they have ganged 1,000? Yeah, during each of your opponent's standby phase, they gang 1,000. They're going to summon, effect. Hey, and they reminded them. Nice. So they're going to drop a TT on that summon before they can, pop Snatch Steal and bring their Sork back. They draw on the duo. Oh, that's insane. That's just going to rip the whole hand away. Then normal summon out Kaiku, attack. Yeah, this is getting rough. Pass, draw knock. Draw Spy. They're going to go ahead and attack. They already went through older Spies. This is the third one. And then they're going to banish the graveyard, set Spy, pass play, draw Senju. And this can only add monsters. They're going to go ahead and summon that effect. Go grab Dark Master, and then knock, hit Spy. And then pass turn, draw MST. Normal summon. Go ahead and battle phase, beat over. I don't think there's too much they can draw now. They're going to set, pass, draw trap, Dust Shoot, and yeah, that's game. GG's. Hey, at least they say GG's. I'm just leaving. Seeing how long the match was. Wow, that was only 20 minutes? I feel like this video might just be longer than 20 minutes. I don't know. I was talking about a lot of stuff. I think like looking at like old formats like this is like rather interesting, and like, just like small stuff like this, or like why'd they keep this in? This card is probably a side deck card. This is cool. Seeing like all these Regeki breaks, a little wild. Kind of reminds me of like BA. Reload was cool. Just seeing like the whole like Dark Master stuff. I think this is probably my first time seeing this deck in action. I have like seen like all the GOAT decks. Like I was going through them a while ago, so that way I could like know the names of the decks. I didn't have to like just call it like GOAT versus GOAT like I did with the first GOAT format video that I uploaded. But fairly certain that this is Chaos Control. Definitely looked like Chaos Control. And then this is just, I'm just going to call it Dark Master. I feel like that's all its name is. I don't think I'd have to really call it anything else. Maybe like Dark Master Chaos? Nah, probably just call it Dark Master. I feel like that's just the best thing to call it. But again, I'm going to be trying to upload old formats every 5 days. Also, if anybody can send me in a good match of 2013 Spellbook versus Dragon Rulers, like in their prime, I will literally pay you for the replay. Like, it's not going to be a lot, obviously, because like it's just a replay, but I will literally send you money if you can send in a good match of those two decks playing against each other, because I've had a lot of people comment telling me that's the format they want to see the absolute most. So please send it in. I will give you money. And yeah, with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.